Alright, welcome back to the Limited Lowdown. Here's another Wilds of Eldraine Premier Draft. Let's get in here. I'm looking forward to seeing, I imagine, the metagame must have shifted to some extent by now. I'd say aggro is still where it's at. But I'm sure there are other decks now that are a bit more competitive. Things are bound to be... We're going to see less good cards going late. So here I'm looking at Tough Cookie, Elven Archivist, and Fairy Fencing as possible cards. So I am. It's a tough one, I'd say. I like Tough Cookie because it's a 2/2 that acts as a food, can be bargained. So it gives you food. The 2/2 itself can be bargained, the food can be bargained. It lets you pump mana somewhere. I like Tough Cookie quite a bit. It's assertive. Exactly, and I know it. I'm sure it is better than Elven Archivist by quite a bit. You know, so I like the look of that. And there's nothing too strong in green here, so you know. Now let me see. We got some good cards here. Best card here is probably Princess Takes Flight. I like Archive Dragon as well. Archon's Glory is excellent. Hopeful Vigilance, another great white card. What else? Of course, the Werefox is playable in grey, but it's gotta be the Princess Takes Flight, I'm sure. So it does. Just an excellent card. If we had some luck, I would have probably, would have liked to have gotten Elvish Archivist here. Harried Spearguard. There's also an argument for our Harried Spearguard to be the right pick here. And that is interesting. But I don't think it's that close, no. Green White's not a colour pair I've played with, but I'd be interested in trying it out. So here, Misleading Moat's a good blue card, Edgewall Pack's a good red card, so we could have followed up with Edgewall Pack if we'd taken the Harried Spearguard, that would have been fine. Of course, the Werefox is a fine card as well. Just looking to see what I'm going to take over Stormkill Vanguard. It looks pretty strong. I wonder how strong is it. I wouldn't mind having some top end. It's a bit early to be picking top end, but it seems pretty good. So it does. And then having the free roll on the Destroy Target Artifact enchantment's very nice. Now we do want to get some removal at some point. Well, we have the Princess Takes Flight, but we need to be able to bargain that away. Now, green white, I'm sure. Well, we have to take Sir Armand here. It's pack 4. We're sending a strong signal. I have seen Knightly Valor Wheel, which I don't think is correct. So with Sir Armand, if we're trying to build to it, we want to be focusing on enchanting creatures. Now we don't want to go crazy with it. So we don't, but we want to try and pick up what we can. We don't want to pick up bad cards just to combo with Sir Armand, but we do want to try and make it work. Alright, now there's nothing particularly good here. But a Vigilance 2 mana, a 3 mana 2/3 is pretty good. Beanstalk Walk is fine. We are seeing a Harried Spearguard, but I think that's past at this point. So it's probably a Savior or a Beanstalk Worm, and I'm not sure which one I want. Neither of them are particularly good, to be honest. It might just be actually just take the Harried Spearguard. I'm going to take the Savior. I am. It's a complete curve filler. That's the only reason I'm picking it. Now we have Glass Casket, Besotted Knight, Stormkill Vanguard, Curse the Werefox. So much stuff here. It could be Besotted Knight, perhaps. It's either that or Glass Casket. I think we'll take the early removal. I kind of want all of this stuff, but I think probably Glass Casket's where we want to be. So another late Spear Guard. Nature's Will. Oh, because you can totally comment up tap all lands. No, that's just nonsense. So we probably take Leaping Ambush, I would think. That or Territorial Witchstalker. I'm not high in Territorial Witchstalker at all, so I think we'll just go with the ambush here. So we end up in green white. Doesn't feel great though. We're seeing some good blue cards coming last. I'm not going to take a Sky Beast Tracker, I don't think. So maybe we're just going to have to start looking at blue here. So we'll take Spell Stutter. And maybe we just get off this. Barrier's Attendants or Beanstalk Worm. I imagine that they are very close in win rate. So we're not looking too strong here at the moment like this. You know, we've got good... Okay, Archon's Glory is a card I'm interested in. It's that or Red Tooth Genealogist. I think we're gonna take. I know that seems like a strange pick. Okay, good. Well, we wheel some of the green cards. That's very nice. Take one of these as well. Johan Stopgap's not good enough, and I'm not just gonna take something that'll work on my deck. Although Misleading Motes is certainly good enough. Merfolk Coral Smith is fine. Okay, we got Horned Lockwheel. That's really good. But then Discerning Financier has been interesting, and so has Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Now, Horned Lockwheel is a good card. But whoa, we've got a weak enough deck here, so maybe we want to speculate on that. I'm not sure. It's close, because I know it's good. But how good is it compared to Welcome to Sweet Tooth? Because Welcome to Sweet Tooth is pretty good as well. Yeah. It's just close enough that I think we should take Welcome to Sweet Tooth here. But that was close. That was very close. That's certainly a card you go into blue for. So let's pull across the sort of the crap here at the moment and see what's actually good that we have. I would consider these playable good enough. Yeah, okay, so we're looking okay. We're looking okay. But now we need to enchant creatures, so we've got a Royal Roll with Red Tooth Genealogist. So that's good. And we don't have much in the way of 2/2s. Oh, well, there's a brilliant card that you want to go into white for. Spellbook Vendor. And it combos well with Sir Armand. I mean, it couldn't combo better, actually. So we'll take that straight away. So I'm glad we stayed the course. There was a good enough card in the pack. You know, Sweet Tooth. Welcome to Sweet Tooth is worse than Horned Lockwheel or whatever. But it's not so much worse that I'm going to change colours for. Virtue of Loyalty. I have no idea if that's good. Seems good. Seems really good. Yeah, I haven't even read this card yet. You get a 2/2 for 2, and then... Yeah, okay, that seems amazing. Oh, Gingerbread Hunter versus Tangaspan Lookout. Probably we just want the Gingerbread Hunter, to be honest. It's just better. How many auras will we have? We only have like 1, 2. Yeah, I think we take Gingerbread Hunter and then we try to pick up some fixing just so we can play it. Woodland Acolyte, excellent. We're taking one of those. Okay, we were in the right colours. Excuse me, I'm gonna put this back over. Now, Tunaville Guide's not good enough for me to pick up here. So I might play 1 Crystal Grotto. Crystal Grotto Evolving Wilds in a swamp is enough sources to cast that side of thing. Now, we're definitely gonna play a Hamlet Glutton, that's for sure. We need things to bargain for it though. So currently we have Sorcerer Roads from this, Food Token from this, Food and a 1/1 from this. Princess Take Flight, something we wanted. Prophetic Prism. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. Discerning Financier. I found that to be an alright card. So it's better than freaking, what was it? Where's the guy gone? Where's my guy gone? The 2/3? Oh, over here, yeah. We could consider playing Shrey. I'm not going to play anybody else in. Oh, I might have played Verdant Outrider. Actually, that's not true. I might have played him. Oh, look at this for a pack. I think we'll take the Wild Treatment. Yeah, you want that cheap trick. I cannot believe that came back. What the hell? Although Brave of the Wilds is actually arguably better. Nah, we're doing the roll .deck, so I think that's what we want. Royal Treatment gives me a roll, right? Spellbook Vendor gives me a roll. Another copy of Shrey. Well, we don't end actually tap, so I don't think that's necessary. So it's Knight of Doves versus Tempest Heart, I think, here. I don't think A Tale for the Ages is a card that we want, even though we are doing the enchanted creature thing. I think that might be going too far. Yes, I think that might be going too far. So it's Knight of Doves. No, we're not taking that. So it's Tempest Heart, possibly. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll play Tempest Heart. If we're going to be splashing, we might play Tempest Heart. No real good cards for us there. We could have had 3 Shreys. That's ridiculous. Hollow Scavenger. I think I might pick that up over second Discerning Financier. Yeah, I will. We see, we might if we're lucky. Protective Parents aren't really good enough. Something dying to give you that is not great. I don't have much early bargains. I don't necessarily need Candy Trail. And the deck's already pretty stacked, so I don't see myself playing it. So I guess I'll just take the Protective Parents, but I don't anticipate playing it. So it's Unassuming Sage versus Verdant Outrider. I think our 3s are pretty good. Yeah, I think we probably will just pick up an Unassuming Sage. It's a 2/2 in our deck, and then it's a 4-drop we can use. Another copy of Sir Armont, so obviously. Although that might wheel at this point. Well, people can splash a lot, so I don't think we're going to do that. We don't have much in the way of removal, do we? We have Glass Casket, Curse the Werefox. So a Stroke of Midnight may be better than Titanic Growth. So creature count like 15. Yeah, we're going to need removal to deal with stuff we can't hit, so maybe we take that. I think that's arguably close. So you could take Greta and splash her and Gingerbread Hunter here, or we could take a Besotted Knight, which fills the curve better. I think we take Greta. And then a Ferocious Werefox, that gives me another token, so I'm kind of glad I took the Greta now. We'll take the Charmed Plethora. That's okay, yeah, we could have had 3 Shreys in this deck. Very nice. Skybeast Tracker, I don't see myself playing that. Rhyme for Reindeer, I also don't think it's very good. So how did we do? Oh, we're another Red-Toothed Genealogist, that's brilliant. Now I can just take out the Savior of the Sleeping completely. Scarecrow Guide, maybe. Okay, so we ended up with, I think, a good version of the green-white deck, at least. Oh, dear me. We ended up with some unbelievably strong white cards, so... I don't know that I need to play a Crystal Grotto now. Oh, well, actually, no, if I'm going to play Greta... well, okay, let's just take all of these out. Let's start from the start. Now, looking at our early plays, not a lot of double pips, so that's really nice. So, let's just start with what this deck is trying to do, right? So we've got 2 copies of Sir Armont, and that's what this deck's trying to do. So let's read them more closely. So when he enters, you get a monster roll attached to another target creature you control. Excellent. She's that's a lady, I think. Enchanted creatures you control get +1/+1. So that's it. So we don't need that. We don't need that other card that gives enchanted creatures you control +2/+2 because it doesn't do anything on its own. Like Sir Armont is a is a 4/4 and it puts 5 power and tops into play. So essentially, we want rolls or enchantments for our creatures. So let's just work with those first. So Spellbook Vendor is obviously a perfect example of that. So we know we're going to play that, of course. Now, what else? What other rolls have we got? Unassuming Sage, I think, will be okay. Yes, Royal Treatment is just a nice 1 mana trick to save my creatures. Curse of the Werefox, we're definitely going to play that, so that's another one. And then when an aura enters the battlefield, you can, under your control, draw a card. Right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to make auras so far, which means a Red-Toothed Genealogist, of course, has to come in, so that's 6, 7, so that's excellent. Then Ferocious Werefox in at 4 or 2, that's 8. Alright. Then we have, let me see, another 5-drop, which I think might be a bit much. Another, and then a 6-drop, okay. And then Gingerbread Hunter is a 5-drop as well. Okay, so we're starting to look pretty far up the thing. So I don't think we want Beanstalk Worm. We don't want Tempest Heart. Okay. We might actually have to cut some cards here. Let me see now. Woodland Acolyte. So you draw a card. Yeah, that's perfect. Just a generally good card. Virtue of Loyalty, that's a 2-drop. We'll put that as a 2-drop for now. So that's 2 2-drops. And then Tough Cookie's another great 2-drops. We'll have him in there. That's 3. Welcome to Sweet Tooth's another great 2-drop. That's 4. And then I think we have... Yeah, so if Glass Casket, we'll have to play that removal-wise. Yeah. And then Princess Takes Flight. Now, how much bargain do we actually have? Because if we don't have that much bargain, Princess Takes Flight is not necessarily a good card for us. It looks like we don't have any bargain. We have 1 bargain for Hamlet Glutton. So the Princess Takes Flight's not looking that good for us. Although it could still just win you a game. Now we have 6 cards we can add, so that's good. Oh no, we'll not have to cut cards. We're actually not that tight at all. Good. Now we're going to play the Hollow Scavenger. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good 3-drops that I'm happy playing. Excellent. So we're going to play Gingerbread Hunter. And we're going to play Greta. So I want to have 4 sources. So now, technically, can we have 4 sources? We have a Crystal Grotto, an Evolving Wilds, a Swamp, and a Prophetic Prism, or a Scarecrow Gate. I think I'd rather just have the Prophetic Prism. Problem is, we don't have much to bargain the Prophetic Prism away with. But I think we will play 1 because Gingerbread Hunter and Greta are so strong. We do make a lot of food. We do make a decent amount of food, I think, at least. Tough Cookie gives us a food. Welcome to Sweet Tooth gives us a food. Hollow Scavenger gives us a food. Yeah, we make food. And then Greta makes food herself. Yeah, that's excellent. Okay, so we're playing Evolving Wilds, a Crystal Grotto, a single Swamp, and a Prophetic Prism, and that's 4 sources. We're well set up there. And we still have 3 cards to add. So let's discuss what we're considering. We'll put Greta and Gingerbread Hunter. We'll put Gingerbread Hunter. Yeah, we'll put them both over here for now. So we need to consider what we're going to add. So the deck has 1 removal spell, 2 removal spells. So we have Princess Takes Flight, and we have Stroke of Midnight. That's a difficult choice. So Stroke of Midnight I don't particularly want, but I do need something that can hit anything. You know, that can hit like say 6 6s or whatever. But it's not a great card, you know. So I guess we just play the Princess Takes Flight. And we don't even have ways to bounce it, unfortunately. We didn't get a single stockpiling settlement. It's a very good card. I can see why we didn't get it. But yeah, I think we play that. Just need some more removal. And then I think we should play an unassuming Sage. I think we should. Two mana 2/2, you can upgrade into 2 mana 4/4, and it just fits what this deck's trying to do. So I think I will play one of those and just have it as a 2-drop. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drop creatures, as well as a bunch of other 2-drops. Okay, and then we need one more card. So it's either Discerning Financier or Stroke of Midnight. It could also be Leaping Ambush, but I don't know about that. That's a difficult one. Because they all have their strength. Stroke of Midnight, it gives them a 1/1, yes, but it can remove something you can't otherwise deal with. But I'm down on it, I think. Then Leaping Ambush is definitely a playable card. But we already have one mana trick, you know, we don't want to overload on them. We don't want to overload on them. Right, let's have a look. How many creatures we got currently? 15, that's really nice. 15/7, that's really nice. And then the Perpetual Loyalty makes it 16, and then the Welcome Sweet Tooth makes it 17. Yeah. Protective Parents I'm not a huge fan of, so it's probably between Discerning Financier and Leaping Ambush, maybe. Maybe one more trick is what we need. We don't really need another creature. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 3-drops. Like, we don't necessarily need another creature. Maybe something that can fit into our curve somewhere is nice. And with having 16 creatures, this ambush is going to come in clutch, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Discerning Financier. Right, so that leaves us at 23 cards. Now, we never picked up some of the green fixing, unfortunately. We didn't prioritize it highly enough. Which I think is right in this deck. This deck, I think you need to prioritize all those roll makers. So I'll do one last count through the rolls. So we have 1, 2, and that's repeatable. Assuming Sage, that's 3. Then we have Curse of Werefox, that's 4. 2 Red Tooth Genealogists, that's 6. Curse of Werefox, that's 7. Sir Armand, that's 8, and 9. 9, that's bang on. This is as good as this green white deck could get. Well, it's not as good as it could get, but we've got a couple of real, just generally strong cards. We're splashing some cards and we're not really putting too much pressure on ourselves. Look about Greta here, I'd say. The curve's a little high, but we've got a lot of stuff on the low end, so I think we should be okay. Right. There's also an argument to cut the Stormcale Vanguard, but 6 mana, 6/7. If I get to 6 mana, like that's a problem. So we're gonna want to focus on green mana, I think. Oh, we're white. Yeah, it's fine. Pretty even split, actually. And then we have a couple of double greens and 1 double white. So it's about an even split, I would think. So I think we just go 7/7. I think that's actually right. Because there's nothing here that helps us find our mana. Yeah, so I think we just go 7/7. Playing the Crystal Grotto is a bit painful just in that situation because I could replace that with an actual colored source. But the splashes are worth it though. Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go. Splashes are definitely worth it. I wouldn't be splashing for anything less than Greta or Gingerbread Hunter, if I'm honest. It's, you know what, it might be worthwhile taking Greta out and just going with the Gingerbread Hunter. See, already Crystal Grotto's going to leave us a turn behind. Ooh. Yeah, that's really killed us already. Well, that's nice. At least he didn't have another follow-up play. I think I will take the Crystal Grotto out and take Red out. I don't know if she's strong enough to really. Okay, this actually, the Leaping Ambush helps here. Now, we're pretty far behind, so we're priced into going for this. If he attacks, we got to block and Leaping Ambush, because we're pretty far behind. We need to stabilize. If he has another Candy Grapple, at least we can save it. If he has Glass Casket or whatever, not so much. Now, we've been saved by the fact that we're on the play here. Or priced into going for it. Oh, that worked out really well for me. I'm not going to play Curse the Werefox in open mana, so... Now, do I start attacking? He could have destroyed her Kellen's Light Blades. Kellen's Light Blades is just destroy. I'm just gonna pass the turn for now. If he has Kellen's Light Blades, I'm in a lot of trouble, you see. Maybe I was overthinking it there, but I got a Curse of the Werefox here. I'm gonna get another card off that. Oh. Because, yeah, if you had Kellen's Light Blades, that would just body me. That's not a great card at all. I'd rather keep Leaping Ambush up here. This deck looks nice. I'm enjoying it so far. I was lucky now my black-white opponent didn't do much. A slightly more aggressive deck would have just rolled over me, so that's worth knowing. I'm definitely going to cut the grotto on the... I know that's sort of... How would you say it? Is this an instant? No way. Didn't even realize that was an instant. He had no responses. So I'm gonna play this now. Just get the value out of it straight away. I just got 4+1/+1 counters, so. Smart, good play, good play. So you just took. So here I think we Ferocious Werefox. Again, no responses, so maybe it's time to finally fight something. Did he have... Well, even if he had Ken's Light Blades now, it wouldn't matter because he can't bargain it, so... Jesus, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just looking at it. That's obscene. Tanglesman Lookout has drawn me 3 cards. 4 cards, maybe? 3 cards. Yeah, I don't blame him. That was obscene. I did. So the question is, do we cut Greta and take out that Crystal Grotto? Because it, I mean, like, did really hurt me there. And I was very, very lucky that my opponent was playing slow. Because is Greta good enough that you want to splash her? I could just just take the Crystal Grotto out and just splash Greta with 3 sources, but that's a bit greedy. So it is. Shreya's probably good enough to play on her own. I could just splash my 3 Shreyas instead. I feel like it's too messy. I think we take out the Crystal Grotto. Oh god, it's so tough. It's such a tough decision. Okay, let me think. I'm missing one of my coloured sources. And I draw that. Like, it almost killed me there and I got off it. Yeah. But the problem is, what are we putting in instead of Greta? It's probably Discerning Financier or Stroke of Midnight. I'm just not so sure I'm happy with that. Suppose I could also play the Scarecrow. Nah, I'm gonna keep going with what I have, I think. Because I'm putting in such a worse card to play that as well. But I'm playing Regretta off curve, but then I can play her in the next turn. I can draw a card off her, I can play her and immediately give something a +1/+1 counter. Like, it's not nothing. I think if I had just a slightly better card to replace her, I'd be content in doing that. Now that my deck took over there when my opponent really didn't do anything. So it's not a sign that the deck's really strong. My opponent kind of just didn't play cards for a long time. Ah, this is nice. I'll keep this. I can still use Princess Take Flights to get rid of tokens like my opponent did. Candy Trail. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, pretty good play there. That's not a food though. Oh, it is a food. Yeah, it is food. Don't use it. Oh, okay, I was gonna use it. Oh, he can't bluff now. What was that? Unless he has a food card currently. He must have a food card in his hand. Otherwise, why would he do that? So now he can't attack in. I don't know if that was worth the effort, but okay. Okay, deck's going together nicely here now. Hammer Glutton's really going to help too. Do I just get this rolling now? Or do I play the Hamlet Glutton to help stabilize? I won't play this now. I'm not even going to wait for the 2-2 part. I don't know if a concession was necessary there. It's still a pretty strong situation. But of course I would have just blocked and we'd have been there. Another good win for the deck. And that was a bit more impressive. Now that was against an opponent who knew what they were doing and who played a lot of stuff. Still on the bloody Crystal Grotto debate. I don't think so. I think, again, like I said, if I just had one better card. This is snow. This is very slow. Might regret this if I need double green later. I have a lot of 2s, I have a lot of 3s. I should realistically draw one. This could be a hard curve to beat. Because he can go next turn they can go crack the food, kill Greta. Or crack the food, kill whatever I play. Nice, nice, nice. This is going to be a hard game to win, yeah, because you just crack the food, kill the scavenger, get him for 3. Sack of food, give it a +1/+1. Okay. I'm thinking about it. Gonna hold the land in case he's got this card. Okay, so we've managed to stand our ground here. Good luck getting through a 6-7. That's why he's in the deck. And I'm at a virtual 14 soon, so that's good. I mean, if he attacks, I gotta block. You gotta draw, probably, I would think. Tough cookie, that's pretty good. This deck's really good. A lot of synergy. I have a chance to win here with this. If I think that's the right play, because that gives me the edge to put some damage in. I do need something to block the tough cookies thing, though. Can he make two? He can probably make two. I shouldn't have done that at all. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that at all. That might have been the wrong play, actually. Okay. Oh, I didn't math correctly. Why did I think I had enough life? Yeah, that was a bad mistake on my behalf. Massive mistake on my behalf. Really silly play. I thought I needed to try and get some damage in so I could win the game, but it was the wrong. I should have stayed on the back foot there. So that was my fault. Silly game. Very good deck though. A lot of combos. It was nice that I was able to keep pace with it, you know. And again, I just threw that away. I just sit back there. What does he do? Start throwing his food tokens in? Nah, that was just bad play on my behalf. Should have just pumped the brakes for a little while. Well, I've got a 2-drop and a 3-drop and some tricks. So that's not bad. This one's going to get me a card back. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that was just the completely wrong decision to attack there. I forgot about an onboard trick. So he just had the mana to make 2/4/4s. What was I thinking? There's no excuse for that, really. This is nice for me too, because I'm obviously a turn behind. Spiteful Hexmage. Well, that's a pain. But it's still only a 1/1. So. Ow. Ah. What am I doing? What am I doing? Nah, I'm just playing like an idiot. Playing like an idiot. Ah, I'm just getting destroyed here. The way I looked at it there, I kind of need to keep all my resources, so I had to go for that. In that situation, because that let me keep my card, you know, and it was a long shot, I know. Oh, for God's sake. The all from which God, I'm playing so poorly. I'm so dead. Ah, that's two games I didn't need to lose at all. Ah, that's, but I don't know. I've just noticed that I'm not playing as well these last couple of days. You know, that's a shame. Poor decisions. Poor decisions. Right, let's not tilt. Let's focus, and let's play correctly here. There's no excuse to miss that ward as well because it's on the card. There's a reminder sort of thing on the card. Again, I can't not go for this really. I don't want to use Evolving Wilds yet because I might need my second forest, so. My deck is full of trees. I will destroy that with Stormcast Vanguard, so I will. What am I doing? I did it again! I'm an idiot! Oh, I'm playing like an absolute imbecile. Oh, I see, I'm too busy thinking about what I'm going to do. Why would I target that? I deserve to be where I am currently. I'm obviously not just in the magical mood today. He's obviously got removal, so. There's no attacks this turn. He's obviously holding something. Yeah, he mustn't have been able to cast it. Yeah. that up the beanstalk should not be there. If all goes well, this Princess Take Flight will win me this game now. And that'll put me at least on 3 wins, you know. Okay, so he's got 2 life, so that puts him to 15, and I've got only 14 on board, technically. Okay, that ought to pretty much seal up the game. No, well, he's got his 3-2 still. Ember's better. Okay, nice. He still can't kill anything. He's keeping 1 mana to make it a 5, and then he can kill this. He can kill one of them, yeah. If I send both in, he what do you call it? A looser armament. So I don't know if that's a good idea. So I got nothing to follow it up with, you know? He's at a virtual 8 currently. I do need to draw something other than lands, though. I'm sitting on 9 lands currently. Scarecrow Guide, okay. So that helps. Still can't block the Vanguard profitably. Okay, well now I've got 4, 5, 6. I have 7, don't I? I do, yeah. I'm still in a very strong position here. Great Trash Token, that doesn't do anything. He can cast two of my cards probably. Maybe even 3 if he's lucky. But a lot of my really good cards are out of here. Yeah, he's got 3 treasure tokens. He can do whatever he wants, really. You base armor, you can play a glass casket. Oh, that gets rid of my hollow scavenger as well. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, that shouldn't be there. You've drawn 2 cards of that and it shouldn't be there. Ah. Just look at my library again, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and probably 9 mana to play it, so he can play 2 or 3 cards. What's that? Awesome Sage, fine. Hamlet Glutton. Oh, for God's sake! This is just horrible. And he's going to get another card off the bloody beanstalk that shouldn't be there. I'm going to lose this game. I wonder what he's debating. He has enough mana to cast the Hamlet Glutton and sack a treasure. Yeah, exactly. Well, you could just sack the treasure. This is absolutely disgusting. I was supposed to target that. Game playing sloppy, should have just put a counter on her. And he was forced to block. Now he's got 5 cards in hand. And he's got 9 mana. He has to chomp across the board. That's literally all he can do. Two-headed hunter. Did he hit two-headed hunter? I got Garrick's up right now. What a game. My god. I don't deserve to win it, to be honest. And I haven't won it yet. Oh, I don't believe there's a card that can get him out of this, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Well, I feel bad for the opponent. He played amazingly well. That was a great game of Magic. Even if it was owing to my own mistake. Right. Come on, man. Quit playing so sloppy. Yeah. I think this is a great deck. I think it's what the green-white deck wants to look like. And I think that I have not done it justice at all. It's a pretty mana-hungry deck. So it is. I mean, I won that game off the back of a very strong card. Not, playing tight. I mean, he ended up, we must have drawn 4 cards off that, up the beanstalk. If not more. And he threw, what is it called? He threw 6 extra cards off those 2 sagas. This looks reasonable. So it does. I have a lot of 3s, so not so many 4s to be fair, but I just got a 5 there. Yeah, hope one's on a mulligan, that's nice. Plains. Mountain? Question mark? Forest. Okay, we wrote a phone. Okay, I can live with that. Well, at least there's a 4 drop for me. You may be counting on this phone, so it might be worth princessing it. We'll see. Well, now I'm just going to princess the 1/1 white human creature token, I think. I mean, when else am I going to use this? I could also just spend my mana and get in a hit for 6. So to get in a hit for 6, or do I get rid of a 1/1? There's got to be better targets, right? Okay, well now I'll go rid of the 1/1 anyway. I spent 3 mana to do it. I still have our Princess Takes Flight. That kind of works out. Brave the Wilds. Yeah, you can't bargain it, so he just gets a land. Okay. This is a bit of a slow one. Okay, interesting. Land to the bottom. I need, I've got a 5 and a 6 lined up, so I'm in pretty good shape in that regard. So I don't know what I need. I'm bottoming lands, and then I guess I need a follow-up play for the turns after that. What can he possibly have? He has 1 mana of any color. So he could be debating on whether he's going to torch the tower of my top cookie. He can't torch the tower of my unassuming sage. I suppose he could now. Yeah, he could just torch the tower of my unassuming sage now. If he wants. That's fine, I can live with that. Otherwise I'm standing around doing nothing, you know. You assume that's what he has, right? He can also have Rat Out. Unlikely to be playing Rat Out, but you never know. Definitely playing Torch the Tower, though. So that's probably what he's thinking about. He's just thinking which one to kill. The cookie or the sage. I decided not to kill either of them. Interesting. Or maybe just decided to kill the cookie. Oh. Now I spend my mana every turn, so this is good. And then next turn I'm going to bargain out my Glutton. And then the turn after that I'm going to play my Stormcast Vanguard. And I'm going to be in a pretty strong position against a bunch of 1/3s, but I mean he can hit a 7-drop now. Ah, very nice. Yes. Okay, what's his plan now? That was nice though, I didn't think about the Wrath at all. Suppose it is a rare. Would I have played around that? No. Okay, so he has to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can't do anything here. He might still have to horse the tower. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he does, but then I trade for all of his creatures. I'm pretty content with that. That's what he wants to do. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 damage for the Torch Tower. Oh no, he can't. Oh, he'd have to block and then cast. Yeah. Still debating it. Interesting. I'm still just gonna send. I didn't expect that. No, I should have maybe expected that. What could I have done instead? Played Sir Armont, put a token on it, and then just attacked. Which is probably the better play, to be honest, as well. But at least I've got that out of his hand, and I still get the token or I still get the token. Yeah, that's nice. And then I can Sir Armont. If I draw a card next turn, I can Sir Armont and Ferocious Werewolf. If I draw a land, that's pretty good. My life total is high, so that helps. The crackback would also be for 7, but I'm ahead. No, that's gonna be pretty salty about that. At this point, I'm just trying to keep bodies on the ground. The fact that he's got trample is a huge benefit. And he should be in. I thought he was a 9/9 now. No. Yeah, Sir Armin was in the battlefield. Yeah. This takes him out of range completely and totally, so he's going to take 5 off this. It's going to be hard for him to win with the cards I have in my hand here. Yeah, I was going to think. It's going to be hard to win. So, misplayed that game was using the monster. Using the Curse of the Werefox. That was the mistake there. But then it's hard to know if it was or not. That Royal Road might have messed me up in combat. Might have been his only hope to get the Hamlet Glutton off the field. So in that way, it may have worked out. So sitting at 4-2 now. And realistically, could easily be 6-0 if I just didn't play like an idiot. But yeah, really enjoying this green-white deck. It's the first time I've played this colour. And I got lucky, of course, getting 2 Saurons. Getting the virtue of loyalty, was it? Or virtue of persistence or something? No, that's the black one. Virtue of loyalty, I think it was. Something like that. Been excellent. Absolutely excellent. Getting a lot of rolls quite inconsequentially. You know, not again, just always having them on creatures that... You know, the Royal Genealogist is great in that regard. That you can just play the creature and then you have the roll. Opponent goes first. So I got no white, but I don't need white. So I can Hollow Scavenger. Then turn 2, I can play the Crystal Grotto. Then turn 3, play the Swamp. And then I'm set from there. 1 more land. And I'm good. Hello! Such polite people. It's a groan of a card, that. Like the sleeves. Very cool. Power Nutty 1-3, I can live with that. Okay, now I don't want any more lands, so I'll keep that. Mono black. Almost certain whatever I play is going to die. Oh no, I will actually play the Tanker Span Lookout because I have the Woodland Acolyte here to get it back. That way, and then if he doesn't do anything, I can just go with the Red Tooth Genealogist, draw my card straight away. He almost certainly has a removal spell. It's black. He's mono black. He's not attacking. That's a good sign. I'm gonna go for it now. He almost certainly got removal. He doesn't. Oh my god. What are the chances? I'm not going to attack into his open mana. He could have the trick, the +2/+0. He's running mono black, he probably does. I'm not going to attack in his open mana there. Just wasted his turn. Yeah, and he's just going to waste his turn again now. Okay, so now I got 5 mana. So I think in this situation, we want to keep a green up for leaving ambush. And we don't want to curse the Werefox in open mana. We could Woodland Acolyte, but I might actually need that ability, so I think I'm just going to Werefox. And, suppose we Glass Casket, don't we? No, I think we just pass here. If he's not going to spend his mana, like, he's going to have a very hard time. Now, we block this turn if he attacks. Because he didn't spend his mana last turn. He hasn't spent his mana this turn. So we're just keep adding to the board. He's not doing anything. He's trying to get us to walk and do a trick. I would think. Or it's possible also he just doesn't have anything to do. Okay. Alright. If you've got a trick, show it to me. Okay, maybe showing my opponent a little too much credit here. And he just conceded. Oh, he mustn't have been mono black. He must have been mono black. I think I was showing my opponent too much credit there, but I was trying to play around what he was doing as best I could. I assumed he was like mono black or something, but he must have just been 2 colors and drawn five swamps. Poor guy. I could have added the Woodland Acolyte there. Probably should have added the Woodland Acolyte. I could have also glass casted the Wicked Visitor. Probably should have done that. But I had the board. I had the board so firmly locked up that I wasn't under any pressure to cast any of those. My opponent seemed to be content to sit back. He wasn't attacking. He was making bad blocks, bad trades there as well. So I was kind of just, I had the Princess take flight to get rid of something. I had the Curse of the Werefox to get rid of something. I had Glass Casket there, so I was kind of just wanting to see what he was going to play. Alright, so we got double green. So that's excellent. So I think we just Evolving Wilds for Plains and we're good to go. Sweet Tooth. And then we've Unassuming Sage as a 4-drop. So pretty content with that. And so Evolving Wild Search for Plains. Sage is such a role player in this deck. It doesn't do anything well, but it kind of just, it's a body, gets me a token. It's not a good card, but it's a really good role player in this deck, I think. It's exactly the kind of filler you want, as strange as that sounds. It's good filler for the deck that we're using. I hope we play something on 2 just so I can process their Wirefox, because I don't want to get countered or... Ah! It's not what I wanted to see. That is what I wanted to see, though. This is actually perfect, right? Because I can... yeah, I can do that, so... Gets a good start. Gotta use all my mana. If he doesn't have anything to deal with this guy, I get... He turns into a 4/4. He does! Okay, he gets to bounces. This thing, but now my guy's a 4/4, so... I'm in a commanding position, but he's got a good block, right? Oh, he's playing 3 colors just like myself. Now, my hand is... My gas is gone. So, I've spent all of my stuff. You know? It's all gone. So I need to draw something. Right. So, I place her Armand. He counters it. I get bodied. If he doesn't have the counter, I'm in good shape. So I'm going for it, because what else am I going to do? Sit behind an unassuming Sage all day? May as well give it a shot. Because then I've got a 6/5 and a 5/5. That's a hard thing to beat. If he has an answer to it, I'm in trouble. And he probably has something for the Werefox. I know he has something. No, you can't kill his light blades. Right, I'm all in at this point. I'm going for 11 points of damage, why wouldn't I? He's got something. I'm just not sure what it is. That still puts me in a very strong position. So that worked very well. And now he's on 6 life, facing down 9 points of trample with 2 toughness. Yeah, this is good for me. But I guess I said I'm running out of gas. He needs to do something. So realistically he needs to... 5/4, not a bad one. Not a bad one, so you can trade off for one of these. Then I can Woodland Acolyte. Yeah, okay. So we're just all in. It's a fair trade, yeah. He takes 4, then I Woodland Acolyte. And Assuming Sage then at that point. Woodland Acolyte. Draw a card. Assuming Sage. Get in there. And then there we are, that's it. That's gotta be game, you would think. That was a nice playthrough of what the deck can do. Now, again, I did, what do you call it? This here is like the token from the Sweet Tooth, I managed to keep it alive, attack through a 2/2 and kill it. Because I had the token from the Werefox. And then I had to get, not have it bounced or destroyed in some way. And then I got the 2 counters on it. Like, a lot had to go right. Yeah. Like, that lot had to go right there. If my opponent had a better draw, he could easily dealt with that, so. That's the problem with some of these decks, of course. Things have to always go, things have to go smoothly. You know, there's a lot of synergy in these decks. But luckily, they kind of work on their own. But that draw was easily interacted with. And I'm just glad that it wasn't. But so after all that, we actually got to 6 wins. And we might even get to 7 now. After all that. What an up and down roller coaster this has been. I guess. I mean, it's tough cookie into Greta, into God knows what else, into Sir Armand if it all goes well, so. I'll just main phase this. Good start. Oh. Huh? Man, I'm not so sure how well that's gonna go. So all he can have here is sleight of hand, or he can also torch a tower. We play additional land this turn. Oh, yeah, that's nice. But now he doesn't have torch a tower, so. I don't know if that was the right play. You could have just put a 5/4 into play. But alright. And that'd be game, you would think. He needs a land. That's the problem with the Beanstalk. Well, no, he has a land. He has a Rewrite of Fawn, so he can pay a 5, and then he dies. Yeah, so he can't do that. Yeah, he's sort of been boxed into it. Hollow Scavenger, and then try and trade, I guess. So he can make the Hollow Scavenger 5/4. So we need to play this plains, tap this, activate this, make him a 4/5, put that on that. There we are. It's a good play from him though. Oh no, he still loses, I'm pretty sure. You're taking 2 from that. Oh yeah, he just loses all day, every day. Gain 3 life. Okay, maybe should have done that first. But I was expecting it to be, yeah. Oh yeah, because if I had just put the point on Greta, I would have just won, right? No, because then he still would have blocked her. Yeah, no, I would have just won, yeah. So that was silly. Should have just put the point on Greta. That was a mistake on my behalf. I was looking at what would trade, what wouldn't. But I wasn't thinking properly. Just put the point on Greta and I win. Well, what a game that was, or what a run that was. Really thought I was going to bow out pretty quickly there. So I think that's an excellent example of a good green-white deck. Splashing a little bit of black, of course. So let's talk about what performed well. Sir Armand was excellent, I have to say. It all worked out very well anytime I cast it. I'm more. These are obviously good cards. I'm more interested in the cards that played well that you wouldn't necessarily expect. In this archetype, Red Tooth Genealogist was excellent. So he was. That's Tanglesman Lookout again. We know that's good. So we do. The cards that impressed me were the Red Tooth Genealogist. Didn't really get to play with Spellbook Vendor too often. It seemed good though. Unassuming Sage was like a higher rate than you would think. Like, these are like the filler cards. These are cards you want to be putting in your deck to fill it out. Same with the Werefox. Like, these are not strong cards by any stretch of imagination, but they're the cards that help you in the game. You know, they fill in the holes in your deck. So we'll put those back. But yeah, I was impressed with those, how they played. Now, Hamlet Glutton was excellent. Vanguard was strong. Virtual Loyalty, that's the one. It was exceptional. Won me a couple of games by itself. So Sir Armand was really good as well. The Acolyte was excellent. Scavenger was solid as well. Tanglespan Lookout, you know, most games drew me a card, 2 cards. Some games even 3. And Greta in the end actually was worth the splash, I think. So I'm glad I decided not to change it. It was really close. Gingerbread Hunter was good the game that I did get to cast it, of course. Leaving Ambush was solid, definitely worth playing, and those 2 cheap tricks were worth playing for sure. Prism's fine. Welcome to Sweet Tooth and Tough Cookie were all good. Yeah, the deck's just very strong, really. You know, there's no other way to look at it. It's just a deck with a lot of good cards. Princess Take Flight had its moments as well. Even when you can't bargain it, it's still passable. So that's probably why it's so strong. The fact that even when you can't bargain, if you can find the right situation for it, it works really well. Alright, well, thanks for joining me for another episode of Limited Lowdown, and I will see you next time.